are we live, Andy? Do we know?
Yep.
There we go.
Okay, so here we go, Matt. Evening, everyone. Join us for this semi-final of the Players' Championship. Tonight we got Red Dead Steve against Phil McDuff. Alongside me in the, I have to say, Matt, a slightly warmer commentary box tonight.
Most definitely much warmer than it has been the past few days. And, believe it or not, I got a coffee. I got a coffee on the way in this morning.
Well, it's interesting. I went in at lunchtime, I looked for something to eat, and I went in the cafe just round the corner. And I said to the woman, I said, have you got fish fingers, love? She said, yeah, we have. I said, we'll put some gloves on and do we pie and chips then? She told me to get out.
We're underway already, and you know,
let's break off.
You know, it is nice. It's a tempter, yeah. It is a tempter. Be interesting
I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, okay. I'll leave you talk for that then, Matt.
Looks like he's taking this on.
Oh, no, this is a clever shot. Oh,
it's gone as well.
Wow.
Great opening, Red. Nice.
I think we saw Ian Priest play a similar shot to that Friday, didn't we?
We did, mate. Yeah. Very, very good game that was.
I've noticed since then, other people playing them, which is good. So Phil gets the first chance. The first frame.
Phil obviously up for this game, especially, you know, first frame you look at it and you think, you know, maybe he might have played safe there back up the table, but he's gone aggressive and he's played that well. It's a great opportunity.
That's very, very true. I mean, I've only played Phil a couple of times, and just the way he plays, I think this could be a very quick match tonight, if I'm going to be honest. I'm hoping so, because the last bus leaves about 9 o'clock.
We all love a good concessionary pass now and again, don't we?
Well, yeah, I mean, if I miss the last bus, I'm going to have to sleep down Doris's house again. Which is alright by me, but her husband wasn't very impressed last time.
I can imagine not, mate. I can imagine not. That is a nice, you know, just a nice little shout out for Doris and her husband.
Yeah.
Last time.
It's not a real name. It's not a real name. It's just what I call her. I can't tell you live on here what she calls me. I'll have to write it down on a notepad for you, Matt. Where'd you get your coffee from, anyway?
To be honest, mate, it was a filtered coffee. It wasn't the best. But Barbara in the office, she made me one just before we came on set.
She told me the kettle was knackered. I mean, let's be honest, they're very lucky to even have a commentary team on this game, you know, because we should really be standing together with Gary Lineker.
I totally agree. You know, there will not be a highlights show later on.
Does that mean that the players won't be interviewed as well?
Oh. But
I mean, I wasn't even aware of it. You know, our producer didn't tell us.
Honestly, yeah, I've just found out there. Notes have just come through from Barbara. I appreciate that, Barbara. Thank you. There will be no highlights show tonight.
Get off! You
as
just
we,
touched my leg. Dirty cow, get away there.
As we're standing solitary with our good friend, for some reason I was going to say Gary Neville, but it's...
Oh no, I won't be standing with it. I stand on him, but not with him.
Oh, yeah, we're Gary, okay.
I think if you look to your left here, if you just keep your eye to the left there, Matt, I think you'll notice that JV had left his porno mag in the far corner. Anyway, back to the game.
Yeah, and it's looking very, to be honest, game-wise here. Still a long way to go, but first frame here, I we could see a 147.
We could. Oh, he's going to bounce a bit high, but I expect Phil to pot this. He's one of them players, if you give him a chance, more often than not he pounces on him. Great win over Chef last night. 4-2 down. Came back.
And the league is looking
slightly wrong here, Matt.
I'm obviously, because it's hard for us to see, but I wonder if that red passes through the other two reds.
It's possible.
But again, obviously, because we can't see, unfortunately, it would be actually a nice addition if they brought a new snooker game out. We're all hoping for one.
It didn't go, and he's missed the red as well.
Yeah. I think he's covered that pocket, yeah.
Yeah, he has. So, I'm going to say, despite the cracking break off Phil there, that might be a reprieve that red didn't go.
Nice looking red for Steve.
This is a great shot. Good shot.
Yeah, great shot there.
Lovely way to get off the mark. And it's early days yet, but have we got a new favourite for this frame? Potentially.
I mean, from the way, let's be honest, the way Stephen's been playing, he's been punishing a lot of people recently from the little mistakes made, you know what I mean? Or not even little mistakes, you could play safety in it, an ounce of a red. Stephen's an aggressive player, so he'll just go for it.
Sure.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens, He has got a bit of work to do with these reds.
Well, I was on the receiving end of that the other Thursday, and I think I made 4 mistakes in the game, and fair play, he had 3 centuries and an 80-odd. So, yeah, what you're saying is spot on. But I think most players in the whole league system are good at doing that, punishing.
I think it won't, no. He might be alright, but for me,
I think he's okay. I think he had a choice anyway.
Too far for that red, he's got the middle, but...
I think he's just seeing to see if he can use the red over the pink, but that's definitely JV's cock mag.
Here's a question for you then, Andy. If they brought another snooker game out, which, like I said, we all hope they do, what would you like to see different in the new snooker game to what?
I think when your opponent fails, it'd be nice to look around the table.
Yep.
Before you decide what to do. I'd love to see an updated roster of players, and I'd love to see some legends brought in there, Alex Higgins and all them, Steve Davis, Stephen Hendry. The actual gameplay, I'm not really sure there's much they can do. Graphics, maybe the venues could do with updating with the right sponsors. Just petty things like that, really. But I think the gameplay is about as good as it could get, really.
Do you know what I would love? I'd
Get rid
love
of the
like
glitches as well, sorry.
a co-caster. So like at the moment, how we're viewing it, where we're obviously, we're watching it via a stream, so we could be delayed or anything like that with a shot. So we do
Sure.
apologise about that. But a co-caster one where we could host the lobby, and these guys jump in, and we could then have the chance of like looking at different angles of how they're taking shots, or we could look at shots before. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
That'd be
Might be a
honestly
bit
that'd
too
be incredible.
advanced.
But quite possibly. I mean, it all depends on who came on board. You know,
And I tell you something would be nice as well. Is if it kept an overall record of how many centuries and maxis and things like that you've made. Do you mean?
100%.
It would be interesting to know, how many tons in all formats, obviously. I mean, it is capable of keeping stats because it does online.
Yeah, or like a weekly stat would be nice. You know, like your highest break of that week, so you know what you could improve on for the next week. You know, because you know, there's a lot of players out there who've got 147s and stuff.
Yes.
And maybe one week, they might sit there and might have only got a break of 100.
Yeah.
And maybe the week,
I just think a basic record of that would be great.
Yeah.
How many 147s, how many centuries. I think it'd be quite interesting, after a year. Probably would indicate that we've all got too much time on our bloody hands. But it would be interesting. So this looks like a reasonably good opportunity here for Steve to get this first frame.
Just lining that red
Despite
up. Despite
Phil at one stage looking for a maximum. He's played that perfect.
Yeah, just that one unlucky out of position shot.
It was, yeah.
From Phil. He did, not a lot he did wrong. And again,
I feel that this could be a theme for the night. Somebody getting a good start, which Phil did. Some nice shots, lovely split, and the other person ended up stealing the frame. I got a feeling that might not be the last time we see it in this particular match. It's a good match on paper. I always knew Steve, after the draw was made, would have an interesting semi-final, shall we say. Whether he played Phil, which he is obviously, or Chef, both would have been terrific games.
Yeah, and that's a
reminder. Thanks to our producer for securing the TV rights immediately.
Yeah, and that does come to say that the winner of this match will advance to the final.
They will, yes. Where they'll meet Gary Morris, or Mace as we know him, is in the semis, and he's awaiting the winner of Tony Chico and Rugby. So potentially will be another fantastic semi-final. Tony Chico had the great scalp of Rainy Lamb in the One Cup, and Rupee actually got to the final of the Masters, where one of our players on view tonight, Phil, beat him over 2 sessions.
I tell you what, Stevens played a poor shot onto the blue there.
Well, you won't see Steve play many shots like that. So all of a sudden now, the frame is possibly back up for grabs. Oh, he'd be kicking himself there, Matt. He knows he had the frame in his mercy. Oh,
he's played it well.
Shot,
it's a fantastic shot, but to leave him, I don't know what happened there. I think he got maybe more of a bounce off the cushion.
We know Stephen better than most people, and he does love to clear the table, Steve. yeah, there'll be another competition in about 2 weeks. Looking forward to seeing all of our great new starters in there, and obviously oh, great shot.
That's
Oh, well, I
unfortunate,
tell you
very
what,
unfortunate.
looking at that, that's a good result for that to go in off. Had that wobbled, it would have left Steve a simpler shot than he's got here now. Steve putting him back. So the pressure goes back to Phil.
I mean, that was a great shot to get out the snooker. Very
It was.
unfortunate to go in off there. I mean,
But if it had stayed up, Steve would probably have had an easier blue. So let's see what happens this time.
he's played the same shot, and the cue ball is
Same,
looking like
it's going to be the same result.
Oh, wow.
Oh, goodness me. I mean, what's the chance of that twice? I mean, Phil's doing, like you say, rightly say, he's doing brilliant to even hit it. But I think he needs to be conscious as well. Probably going to leave the blue. It's very, very difficult.
Very unfortunate to do the same shot twice, by the way.
Yeah, he's played it slightly different, but he's left it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was always
I think that was always going to happen.
A difficult escape. And in fairness to Phil, he's hit the blue 3 times running there from a difficult. Now Steve will secure the first frame now. Always good to get that on the board.
And
That's the
in a
9 this
matter of
evening.
minutes, the first frame, I don't think that's took long at all.
No. I did fancy he was in for a quick night. Okay, so 1-0 to Phil. To Steve.
Steve, yeah.
Phil to break. Oh, this looks a good break off.
That's a great break off.
There's
Brings that red into play.
No problem with Steve hitting the red here, but it's trying to hide that red. I like that break off though. He's gone for the plant.
How's his look?
Has he left it? I'm sure he's left that.
Left it, yeah.
That was a very, very ambitious shot.
Yeah, he went for almost a plant shot he went for there.
That's exactly what he played in. That was the plant into the pocket. Very risky. And now you've got to say it's another great chance for Phil.
It's left a bit of an awkward angle. Maybe played for that so he can.
I'm just wondering if that's deliberate.
Yeah, a clean split.
So he can open his reds up. He's just opening. He didn't go full pelt into the pack there. He played a very clever shot. He freed a few.
Reds out there, yeah. It's nice.
Absolutely. I think some players do actually worry about in-offs. So he's not even thinking of the maxi, which is wise. Just looking to get a good break together to secure this second frame and level the match. Okay, just slightly running the position there, but no always fancied him to recover. Nice steady break so far. I do feel the key moment will be when Phil has to go back into the pack at some point. Great positional shot. Break moves on to 18. Just wondering if he's left that angle deliberate now to nudge the pack again. Which is exactly what he's done. And where's the white going?
It's alright.
Yes, I mean, if that had gone in, gee, after the first frame of those 2-offs, that'd be incredible. But it's worked out lovely. So Steve's ambitious shot with the plant. May end up costing him the frame. But as we know, it only takes one shot to change the outlook. Another excellent positional shot there. I mean, do you think Steve needed to take that risk, Matt?
No, not really, pal. I think the reason he took
I'm just
that
wondering
is,
what other shot was on, really.
well,
Did he play it as a shot to nothing?
Yeah, but I think the reason he took it on, mate, was he knew that red was out, mate, and to get a safety shot from there is very, very difficult. So
absolutely,
you're probably going to leave your opponent with an opportunity either way.
So really,
it's a very brave shot. Listen,
I suppose he was forced into playing it, probably.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Which is quite smart, to be fair, from Phil.
Yes, I mean, Phil's my next Premier League opponent, and I look forward to that break-off. Mind you, he may not like mine so much.
Yeah.
And I believe you play Todd next, don't you, Matthew?
I do, mate. I have Todd, yeah.
2 wins in the opening 2 games.
Yeah, very, very interesting. The last time I played Todd, again, would have been over 12 months ago when I was in the old league.
Mm-hmm. We don't call it the old league, we call it the original league.
The original league, sorry.
Yeah. Which was great fun. Some great people in here as well. Some are with us, which is wonderful. unfortunately some aren't. You know, we'd love to see them get on board if they're still playing. We've already got two recruits for season 3. 2 new recruits. Got 22 playing at the moment. Long-term aim would be to get to 32, 4 leagues of 8, and obviously 32 would be perfect for cups, because it would mean doing away with qualifiers, and just have a straight last 32 tournament, which would be amazing. It takes some doing, but I believe it could be done.
100%, 100%.
So if anyone knows people who do enjoy playing league snooker and knockout format, please, you know, just ask them, you know, would they be interested in season 3? Because even though we've just started season 2, season 3 will soon pop round.
And there's nothing to say that they can't join in the cups as well, so they will be able to play some snooker.
Absolutely, yeah. As long as they're prepared to go through the qualifiers. Obviously, you know, the rankings are there for a reason, and speaking of rankings, they will be updated over the next day or two. Got a little bit to catch up on, and but yeah, you know, it's too late to come into the leagues now, because the only reason for that is the winner app won't let you add new people without deleting the old league, which then becomes very complex. It can be done manually, but it'd just be nice, you know, to start with new people next season again, as we have this season. I mean, we did have a couple of people agree to play and then let us down the last minute, but thankfully PT Dave 69, Nelly stepped in the last minute. Both have had some good results already. But yeah, you know, recruitment is so vital. But having a 32 player system and tour or whatever, if you like, that would just be amazing. And you're always going to have different levels of ability, which is not really important. As long as people are playing and enjoying and having fun, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Excellent break this from Phil.
Just the colours remaining.
Yeah. It's the first century of the game as well, I think.
It is, yeah. And of course, you know, this is the third cup competition of our new group, and 2 people playing tonight, 2 players, are our first 2 winners. Phil won the Masters, which was the first one, and then Steve won the Welsh Open. So both these guys know not only how to win ties and rounds, or they know how to win the actual tournament, which, when you're down to the last 4, is a big thing. This is top draw. Top class snooker, this. not seeing anything in these first two frames which shouldn't really surprise us. Both these players are very, very good, solid players.
Oh, most definitely.
Very attacking. Both love clearances like that. That's an excellent clearance there
Very
by
nice
Phil.
139. Yeah,
Excellent.
perfect.
Some people feel 80 for dough, centuries and maxis for show, and it's right. But there are certain players who love to go on and clear the whole table regardless. Okay, so that's a good break off by Steve. I don't think Phil can get through that red to pot it. I could be wrong, but
No, I think he could possibly get through to this by a bit of swerve, but I wouldn't imagine he would.
It's a risky shot, that. But then, as is the problem with the previous frame, it's where you leave the cue ball. He's played that wonderfully well, unless that goes in the middle. Looks tight. Okay.
I think now both players have
This
got a
should be
foothold in the
interesting.
game. They've got a frame each. I think it's going to come down to a bit of a tactical battle.
Yes.
Maybe for the next one or two frames.
I mean, a good tactical battle in snooker is not always a bad thing. Oh, this would be a very, very positive effort by Steve, this. Both these players looking to get on with it tonight, which is great.
It's even looking like
Except, yeah, that last bus going at 9 o'clock. Oh, he's caught the red. I don't think he's got away with that.
No.
Do you feel, Matt, when it's like best of 9 instead of best of 7 or even the league format when there's 4 frames, you can afford to take more risks on like that? Purely because there's more frames to play for. Like, do you feel Steve would have maybe taken that on in a league game, or there's only 4 frames, particularly at 1 each?
Yeah.
But those types of shots there that Steve played in the middle, it's the way he's always played ever since I've known him. Big difference is when he's playing me, they seem to go in. Nice cue ball control there. Again, good positive shot there from Phil.
There we are. Phil on a break of 24. Gonna go for the black here. Nice little cannon off the red to keep on another red.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot, that Matt, wasn't it?
Yeah, fantastic shot there, mate. And yeah, but still a long way to go this frame, but
well, I've got to say, he looks a good chance.
They'll be building up a nice little point lead here. And a nice other little shot there. I think the only downside to those kind of shots are you're bunching the reds back up a little bit, so eventually you are going to have to split into those reds, and
absolutely,
they can go. Don't get me wrong, they can go perfect, but the other side of the coin is we've seen before in many matches, my matches, myself, and others. You might not be left on anything.
absolutely. But these players today, they play so many games on here now that they know the mechanics of it. But you still need that bit of luck. When you talk about groups of reds, little bunches like that, you can so easily leave on nothing. I'm not sure if you went for the pack there, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he did, mate. I think
It's
that is
like he
the shot
played to go
for.
up past the ball colours to leave a long red, possibly. But my first instinct there that Phil's tried to go into them.
I think that's what his plan was, and if I'm honest, the kiss off the brown is quite fortunate there to have another
Good
crack.
plot, but how does he get on a red?
Well, if I'm honest here, does he hasn't got the bed, does he roll up behind the blue?
Possibly.
Or maybe play it safe off of the yellow or the green? Oh, he's taking the blue on. Oh my.
Wow, trick shots.
Absolutely incredible. The worst bit is it's left him nothing, but he's got a shot for safety now.
It could have been a lot worse.
A nice little kiss off the yellow. You just see that red he can just past the pink there.
It didn't look like off a TV angle, did it?
And this could be an excellent safety shot here. It's looking that way, and a nice shot. I think you can still see a red there. Maybe just over hit it, but it's safe. And this is looking fantastic. Oh, just doesn't have the legs to get doesn't have the legs to get behind that yellow. It's Steven's turn. It's going up that way. He's going to catch that brown. Still a nice shot. Has left a shot to nothing here though for Phil. If Phil really wants to go down that route and take it on. And he's gone for it. That's a great shot as well. Fantastic pot.
That was a great pot.
So that brown.
Yeah,
Oh,
looks
great
good as
shot.
well.
And I think it's quite safe to say now. I think he only needs the red and a colour, and 2-1
Snooker's
Phil.
required.
Yeah, snooker's required also. Yeah, we could go for snooker, Stephen, but you know, I fancy Phil just to clear up here.
Yeah, it looks like 2-1.
There we are. The concede comes in from Stephen. 2-1 Phil.
Full stream coming up.
That's a beautiful break off. No, oh, he's going to try to take this on, Stephen.
Wow.
So oh no, I think he's had a change of heart. He'll play the safety instead.
That's probably a wise move, that. Don't think that red goes to the green pocket.
No, it doesn't. He's got. I mean, you've got to be a mad person, but you know, there's that shot to the middle pocket with a red.
The thing is, what could he really leave other than the red he's playing? Might be worth a risk.
Possible a double? Yeah, he's gone for it. That's a great shot.
What a shot. Wow.
Just as I looked there, I thought, you know, maybe the double, and that's what he went for.
Incredible shot. He's got the angle here to go in the pack.
His luck is good.
I don't think it's too bad.
No.
He'll settle for that.
walked into a Co-op on the way here, and I bought myself a nice bottle of Cherryade, so I'm gonna get myself a
Lovely.
nice.
Like old JV, guess he only buys bottles of whiskey. First come in this commentary box here, the smell. God, dear.
It's like a butcher's been in here, but you know, Priest hasn't been near the table for a few days.
Yeah, the ultimate butcher. We're not comparing the Frank Butcher off East Enders either.
Butcher 147.
Well, they got the same hairline. Yes. Ham everywhere. Don't know if it's me, but this already looks a fantastic opportunity here.
It's got 3-1 as well. 3-1 is, you know, it's a commanding lead.
Having said that, Phil himself was 4-2 down last night and still came back.
He did,
Quite
yeah.
well. No sugar, thanks. She's asking, do you want a cup of tea?
Oh, I tell you what, a cup of tea with some digestive biscuits. What's your favourite biscuit to go for, and do you like to dunk a biscuit now and again, or?
Oh, can't fault a good dunk. Now, with regard to biscuits, ooh,
I'd love to dunk a biscuit in my cup of tea.
Yes, nice dung as everyone. Very good. But not good when you're diabetic. Because I'm one of them, can't have one or two.
Oh yeah. The unfortunate thing for me, I can't just have one or two. It's got to be the full pack.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the way Phil's been playing these shots off the Reds today.
The pace is perfect.
Yep.
You know, this is the art of break building. Not all of us are blessed with that ability to concentrate like that, do you mean? Yeah. It's the right shot to play. Perfect.
He just wants this to drop gently into the pocket.
As we mentioned before, obviously, you know, no highlight show tonight. Standing in solidarity with Gary Lineker.
Yeah.
You know, it was also nice to see that the Liverpool fans took part in that last night as well.
Yeah, boycotting matches, they did, yes.
Boycotting, yeah. Liverpool fans boycotting match of the day. Well, it's a surprise. I wouldn't know why, you know.
I mean, I even bought a packet of Walkers earlier out of sympathy. Yes, no highlights, no interviews after the game. Excellent, put it by there, thank you. Any custard creams out the back there? I didn't know you could speak Russian. Something off, she said. She's a miserable cow, isn't she?
Oh, totally, mate, honestly.
She's got a better beard than you.
Yeah.
Brimming with confidence and on a bit of a roll at the moment.
Funnily enough, she used to work for BBC as well.
Did she?
She did, mate, yeah.
That would explain it then. Perhaps she was copying Rolf Harris with a beard. What did she do at the B-Ben?
If I'm honest, mate, I have no clue whatsoever.
Maybe she didn't either. This tea is cold. I can't drink that. You have it. I don't want it. Gives a bit of that cherry aid then. If I pour this tea on the floor now, we'll blame JV. He'll say he wet himself again. But gives a bit of that cherry aid. Give me here, don't be so tight. I drink the fucking lot, mind. Oh, excuse my language. So what are your plans this weekend?
Well, not really the weekend left no more, is it? It's just a nice Sunday night. I think after this, maybe take the attention away from snooker for a bit. Chill out on some other games. And then
Yeah.
I've got my old man coming tomorrow. Spend some time during the week with him.
Excellent.
Not seen him for a good couple of months now, since November last year.
Ah, brilliant.
It'd be nice to catch up.
How long is he staying with you?
Monday to Friday.
Brilliant.
So yeah, we've got a good 4 or 5 days together.
Wonderful. And that's Dad is, for those who don't know, he's in training at the moment, looking to get in the league at some point going forward. All being well, you never know, you might even see him next season, you never know.
I tell you what, this has been a fantastic clearance by Phil here, by the way.
Well, it's been a fantastic quality match, these first 4 frames. Actually would have made a good final. And even though Phil's going to be 3-1 up, I still won't
Yep, the only thing Stephen needs to do here is not lose his head that he's 3-1 down. You know, it's very easy to sit there and throw the towel in.
It is, mentally, yeah.
Yeah, it's over here, but
Something tells me he won't do that. He knows the stakes are high. I mean, if Stephen was to go on and win this tournament, he'd actually be number 1 in the rankings.
it's gone off. Not that it matters.
No. Shame, though. It would have been nice to see another century.
Century, yeah.
So that makes it 3-1 to Phil. It's amazing how the whole group of players really now, everyone's got different ways of breaking off. It's great. I love watching it. Not always nice to play against.
And that's another nice break from Stephen there. I think
Phil can get through there.
Yeah, I think he may have
This
left
is very similar to the first frame where he took the part line, he nudged the pack and was perfect on the black. Now some people say there's a bit of luck in that. I would say it's very well played. Got the pace perfect. Obviously when he first started playing that shot, it would have gone wrong a few times, but he's got the adjustment for the pace of it, and it worked out good. It's not an easy pot, mind. These guys make it look easy. I think we've got a bit of a freeze up in the game, which would be unfortunate. He didn't go for it this time. Maybe a good decision, 3-1 up. Why take the risk?
Well, that's I think in Phil's mind now would be that he's 3-1 up, and no disrespect. It's Stephen who's now chasing
Absolutely.
the game. He's got
Well, basically, Steve's
left.
got 2 more mistakes left in him, and that's it. So Steve's gonna have to think hard about his choice of shot as well. But both these guys, in credit to them both, they've come out guns blazing, which is always great to see. I think there's quite a lot of respect between the two as well. Not just from playing in this system that we've got now, obviously the original system. But as far as I can remember, Phil was always a Premier League player. Am I wrong there, or?
I think
he
he
always
always
make
has
the
been,
Premier.
yeah. I don't think I've ever seen him in the Championship.
No.
Very little clever shot. Great shot.
Oh yeah, I think Steve can just. That could have been extremely nasty. Have you been pinching my flags again?
I have, mate. I do apologise.
Bloody hell. I have to go to Tesco in a minute and get some more. Oh, this is an interesting shot. Look at the way he's lining that up. I think he's trying to get this beyond the yellow. To the left. Oh, completely wrong. I think he may have left that.
Quite a possibility.
If Phil does, if it does go and Phil elects to take this on, obviously he can't miss the pack. I wouldn't think. No, he couldn't avoid the pack, but he's played that fantastic. He's very unlucky not to be on the black.
Not to be on the black there yet. Or the pink for that matter as well.
Yeah, he's got options though.
So he's going to have to go for, I would say, bulk colour here. I think it would most likely be the yellow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just wondering whether that comeback against Chef last night, 4-2 down, and then to win 5-4, whether that's given Phil such a massive boost of confidence. Unfortunately, because of the strike action yesterday, we weren't able to bring it that game. Even the cameraman buggered off the black ball for the afternoon. But Phil is certainly not playing like a guy who lost his first league game against Lee Mack. How great it is to see Lee involved as well. Great champion. I mean, losing 3-1 to Lee Mack is no crying shame at all.
No, 100%. He took a frame off of.
He sure did.
One of the better players I've seen play, yeah.
A great player. And a very fine individual as well. Plays fair.
Oh, I'm just going to pop to the toilet. I'll be 2 seconds. I hope they've cleaned the
Yeah, do me a favour, spray the air freshener next time, will you?
Yeah, I will do, mate. No problem whatsoever.
Well, it was either you or her. It was one of you.
I'd just like to add to that comment, whatever happens in the toilet stays in the toilets.
Oh, absolutely. breaks up to 24. Phil looking to secure his fourth frame of the night. It's difficult to see where, even if Phil does miss a pot, that
What a wonderful pot.
He'll be happy with that.
difficult to see Steve getting back into this frame. You're looking at the way the Reds are.
Yeah, just looking at this table, if Phil goes 4-1,
I know
here,
there's all coffee stains over the one by their mind.
if
Oh, the
Steve just
snooker
goes,
table, you mean?
yeah, if Stephen goes 4-1 down here, Andy, what do you think happens in the next frame? Do
I
you
think
think he goes all
he
out?
comes out fighting. He got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
It's not like he's been negative or shy here, mind him. He's just been punished, which Steve is very good at doing himself these days. To me, very, very good at punishing people. But to be fair, this is about as good as I've seen Phil play. It's been nice and steady, taking his time, as in not rushing shots, which can be a downfall sometimes. But he's not playing slow by any means. But he's being very thorough and very positive as well. Some people, they're very thorough and they play negative, but this is not like that at all. Just getting on with it. Looking to get the match wrapped up and a place in another final ASAP. It's never over. The thing I find with these Premier League players, they never know when they're beat.
Well, he won't be happy with that. Unforced error.
We saw it with Gary Morris on. Oh, wow.
Yeah, did not
Maybe I
expect
spoke too
that
soon.
shot.
I mean, I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. But it happens, Phil's a human like anyone else. It happens.
Yeah.
I might be right in thinking, is that the first part he's missed all night? I don't think Steve's missed many either.
I think it may be his second he's missed all night.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Some standard. And it's not like Steve have missed a sackful either. So both these guys putting a good show on.
I tell you, this
I
is
mean,
a great opportunity.
If Stephen can steal this frame, 3-2 is a different game to 4-1. Mentally. He'd just be glad to have the opportunity, I think, to try. Because it did look like Phil was going to coast to 4-1. Steve's just having a quick look around the table. I recognise that woman in the first row of the crowd there. What an opportunity.
That's a brilliant.
Yeah, deciding this time the black was a bit risky, which in Steve's situation you can understand.
I don't think he had the best
No.
angle on the block there.
I
It
think-
needs
I
to
think
be
he-
inch perfect.
Yeah, and he had played that perfect. You'll see Steve not take many blacks on. But in this situation, that red ball right next to the black as well. I mean, or it could be a case if it doesn't respot. What an opportunity this is, Matt. From nowhere.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
He's putting lots of left-hand side on this to drag the cue ball down towards the red.
Seem to think This red goes, and
It does go.
it's very tight. Yeah.
I was just wondering whether he was reluctant to pot the black, because maybe the black wouldn't have respotted them there. It's hard to see. A couple of shots away here from really being in the box seat in this frame. That's nicely played.
Great shot. So what do you think happens here? Do you think he tries to disturb the two reds?
Looks like he's lining that up, Matt. That could have been kinder, but I know Steve, he'll take a shot on somewhere. Have to come up for the blue, obviously. He won't shy away from this. I actually thought when I first looked at that, then he might have gone with a long red. Because he is one of the best I've seen take them on. He takes them on with pace. Every time I try to do it, I'm hardy.
Rattles, yeah.
Yeah. But Steve is so good at them. And I think it's a big part of a game. Being able to long pot. I mean, there's so many. I could name certain people who struggle to get position on a black constantly, and it's the long blue and everything that save their bacon. All part of the game, obviously. But Steve is one of the best long potters I've seen.
I think in this position, Stim does right in playing for the blue here at the moment.
Absolutely.
I think
he doesn't necessarily need the blacks.
No, but I think he'll go for the black after this next red.
I wouldn't rule the pink out here, Matt.
No, possibly not yet. That's quite true.
May roll the pink into all for the red. I don't know. I'm just looking at the angle he played that shot. That's all. I think that's a shot I might have been tempted to look at. Is he going to try and move the red? Is he? Off the cush? This could be a clever little shot. That's worked out very nicely. So if he does roll the pink in here, he should be plumb on the red. And wow, what a steal this would be, Matt. Maybe even a match changer. Maybe.
No, most definitely, mate. He's done fantastic here to get back in this frame.
Oh, amazing. Like I said, these. Sorry, mate. You were saying?
No, yeah. I was just saying, we were looking at it and we're thinking, yeah, could be 4-1 here to Phil and.
Well, you would do because the standard's been so high with the pair of them, not really missing many shots, and that pink had come out of nowhere. But you still got to dish up, and I have to say this would be an excellent clearance, because he's obviously under pressure. He knows this, if he misses a ball, it's going to be 4-1, and it is literally last chance saloon. But he still trails, even if he does clear it. But it's surely a different mindset. 3-2 to 4-1.
One behind. You could be 3 behind.
And also, it's a different mindset for Phil. The big gap has shrunk to the minimum gap of 1. Plus, Steve will feel a lot better after this clearance, should he get it. Because he hasn't done much wrong tonight. Just Phil's been superb so far. And it's not like Steve have played recklessly or anything like that. I can't really think of anything he's done wrong. Maybe the plan, possibly, but I don't really know what else he could have played. But also, the other side of that is, had that plan gone in, would he been saying, wow, fair play. So, if we're going to say that's his only bad shot of the night, really, then he's playing great. might even be scratching his head as though he was nearly 4-1 behind. But what a fantastic game. Fabulous game. Real good advert for the leagues. Two old rivals going head to head, nothing better. I think they could have hoovered the carpet in the arena map before the game, though, didn't they? She's ever so lazy. You can tell she used to work for the BBC.
He'll be aware how important pace
What time's the highlights programme on, Matt?
No highlights again, as we mentioned before.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
We,
Do apologise.
yeah, we stand in solidarity with Gary Lineker.
We
That's
do,
a
yeah.
very nice little shot there by Stephen.
Yeah.
Pretty touching ball here. I didn't hear
You
one
haven't
call.
called it, I don't think. Referee Paul Collier.
Well, he's played away from it, so I'm assuming it was a free ball.
Maybe you did call.
That's an
Wow.
excellent shot as well.
Look at that.
pace is the key with this shot.
What a fantastic shot that was.
That's a really good assist. Great.
That's a good return by Steve, though. I'm sure I recognise that woman in the front row with the audience, Matt.
Is that not the ex-wife who got hit by the bus?
No, sadly not. No, it's very unfortunate that. This has been a real Sunday night treat. And all being well, I would like to think that maybe next Sunday will be the final.
Yeah, quite possibly, mate. Hopefully.
We can't promise highlights of that either. In fact, at this stage, we can't even promise commentary because our producers have asked Matthew to shut his Twitter account down, which we're not very happy with.
He's got the cue ball connected.
Matthew's views on Twitter only reflect his own views and not the organisation. Oh, she popped the Reddit there. He needs a bit of cover. He needs a bit of cover, Matt. I don't think he's got it.
No.
Wow. This type of pot. Should Stephen take it on? It's just up his street, isn't it?
Close, but the miss nonetheless.
Oh. Wow.
I do apologise. It was actually Phil who took that shot. Now then. I don't see any outcome here, Matt, other than a re-rack at some point.
Possibly, yeah. Or has anyone got the balls to take
Yeah.
a ridiculous double off the
It'd
cushion?
be an outrageous shot, though, wouldn't it?
It would, mate. Yeah, it would.
I'm going to show you neither of these players will want this situation. Both have tried their best to get on with the game tonight, which is great. We've had 5 frames in under an hour and a half, really, well, about an hour and a quarter, which is superb. So big pat on the back to them both, and they certainly won this.
There's a bit of a pause here, maybe a discussion going on for a re-rack.
Yeah, I mean, there's no need. Oh, as I say, there's no need for anyone else to comment on it. Just let them sort it out between themselves. Both sensible men. Steve gets through with it.
They come with Swerve.
Okay.
Fortunate there.
I mean, fair play to Phil, for trying to change the makeup of the frame. Oh, it's a lovely
what a
kiss.
shot.
It's a lovely kiss. Oh, the snooker gods starting to... Are they starting to show their face, Matt, I wonder?
Quite possibly, mate, yeah.
I mean, let's be fair. I mean, Steve doesn't really know where the cue ball's going off that shot. That could easily have stuck in the middle of the pack or anything, but it's flicked out nice, and I know what my first thought of this is.
Yeah, I was looking at it thinking possible Maxi, but I think...
That's exactly what I was thinking, but I think Steve's probably... He's done well, he's kept his composure there. Yeah, he obviously decided, and he's right, the frame is more important than a Maxi that you don't even get anything for in the Cups. I'd be happy to know people's views on that, whether that should be changed, because I always think a Maxi is so special. Oh, by the way, for those of you watching, if you didn't know, Matt, my co-commentator here, he had his first 147 last night.
Did, followed by Andy with a 147, and then he actually, unluckily, he was actually on for another 147.
But coming back to the original comment, Matt got his first 147, and after a couple of times of heartbreak over the last couple of years with that, because we all know getting your first Maxi is horrible. You always feel like something's going to go wrong, and it does. But what a superb clearance that was. And I'm glad that I was playing him, really, because if he'd have messaged me or said, I just got my first Maxi Andy, here's a screenshot, as in, because he's so thrilled, I would have been gutted I didn't see it. So, but I did. And it was just a fantastic clearance. I mean, it's not like the reds are smashed everywhere. He broke off. He just about covered a red which he knocked out. I had to swerve, I missed it, and that was the only red that was really on. Took it, and the rest is history. Some terrific splits. Absolutely stunning. As all Maxis are. I've yet to see a bad Maxi, Matt. Have you?
Don't ever think I've seen a bad Maxi, I'll be honest with you.
And it was only a friendly. It wasn't a league game or anything like that, but they're all important. Despite what, in my view, what anyone thinks.
And Stephen,
he's looking good. He's looking confident, Matt.
Yeah. Stephen's, I would say Stephen's in his comfort zone now.
He's in the zone, definitely. I don't know about comfort, but this is where this guy thrives.
I think, he makes this, mate, and he makes it 3-3 here. I would stick with my comment, say he's in his comfort zone, to be, still a long way. He could go on and lose 5-3. We don't know, but
no, but he was looking in a barrel of 4-1 just quarter of an hour ago, and I just wonder whether perhaps I'm speaking a bit far in advance, but if it did go to 3-3, whether that changes the whole makeup of the match. I don't know, because they're both terrific players, and Phil showed last night, even 4-2 down against a good player like Chef, he still come back and won the last 3 on the spin. So, wow, it's literally would become like a flip of a coin. But what a great match this has been.
He's taking this on.
Absolute pleasure to watch and commentate on.
What a top pot that was.
As long as we can get some sort of deal done with the producer, we will be coming live with the next semi-final game.
Well, that depends on negotiations, Matt. You know, they tell you to shut your Twitter account. You know, we have to get the union in. You know, the tea lady gave me some cold tea as well. So, it's not acceptable, really, is it? JV left his dirty magazine in the corner. Although the commentary, on the plus side, the commentary box was a bit warmer when we come in tonight. My seat was warm anyway. It felt a bit wet, but it was warm.
May have been, you know, Doris. You know, she's known to.
Well, she's known on the, you know, between me and you. Don't tell anyone else. But she is known as Pissy Pants. With the staff here. They've been trying to get rid of her for 20 years, man.
It's no good, that.
They've tried everything. She always swears at you. I mean, I only asked her if it was any custard creams, and she told me that, She said no. No need for it, Matt. I know she was a bit annoyed there was no match of the day last night because she loves Alan Shearer. She just loves looking at him. But not our fault, is it? This is some
Yes, it was a special day as well. We got to witness Dungmouth FC beat Liverpool.
Yes. Yes. I put that goal into the fault of Virgil van Dijk. Evening, Kev, if you're watching. Mind you, being a United fan, you know, we only managed to draw with Southampton earlier with Crapamiro getting sent off. Well, this is the key shot, isn't it?
Big shot, this. That's a great shot.
It's a great shot.
I think he's freed one of those now to go into the middle as well.
Oh, don't say it's crashed. Surely not. Oh, I was going to say surely not. Oh, crikey. It's gone 25 past 7, Matt. I got a great chance of getting this 9 o'clock bus.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely.
This looks pretty simple.
Good job, really, because Doris's husband's here tonight. You know, it's a bit cold to be sleeping rough, isn't it?
Pop this into the right corner.
He's got a chance here to flick off these reds as well. Break these two reds apart. And he should be left on some sort of call out.
Oh. Has he played that, do you? I think he did. That was actually a very, very clever shot.
It's a beautiful into the middle as well.
Well,
and there we are, you know. No matter what, 10, 15 minutes ago we were thinking 4-1 and we're now
absolutely
back at 3-3.
3 apiece. Becomes a best of 3 effectively. For a place in the final.
He's lining this up into the left centre pocket.
I'm sure over the next few days we'll find out who the winner of tonight's match will face. Should we live? If the union allows us, we may be commentating. This is really, really top draw, this. Just lost the white a bit there, but Stephen won't be too bothered.
No.
He'd just be so relieved to be in a 3-all, and is he the one with the tail up now, Matt, I wonder?
Quite possibly, mate. Yeah, it's.
Oh, this is a great shot. Great pot in the yellow.
Who makes the next mistake? Is Phil going to find his confidence again? Well, I think his confidence is still there. Obviously, I just think.
I mean,
maybe mentally, I'll be honest. I think that might have affected him a little bit, being 3-1 up and it back to 3-3. So
absolutely. So we're all square again. 3 frames each. Stephen to break. I mean, we've had 6 frames, Matt. This match has just flown by.
it has. Yeah.
It's hard to think we've had 6 frames. It's like the delay in the break off here. Well, somebody's being ejected from the audience. Paul Collier's got it under control with security. I think it was that woman in the front row, Matt.
Yeah, and here we are then, 3-3. We're underway again.
The woman in the front row was throwing sausage rolls around, I think.
Well, I hope somebody can grab and catch one for me.
Well, that's what the delay in the break off was. She was just being ejected.
I tell you what, that's a much better break by Stephen there. He's not left anything up. There's no outshot or anything. So a safety shot here to come from Phil.
Good reply from Phil.
As in, I think he may have.
This is such a big frame, this, Matt.
He's blocked off that little tempter for Stephen there as well.
Stephen just applying a bit of left-hand side, trying to miss the blue and flick off the pack. He's played that brilliantly. That could so easily go wrong. He could miss the pack, go to the other end of the table, leave a free ball. But that's worked out very, very nice. If you was Phil at this stage, Matt, would you be a bit concerned?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I think so. I'd be wary even if I'm Stephen,
Definitely.
I'm back into the frame with confidence. I've just won 2 off the bat. It could have, let's be honest, it could have easily been
match over. It could have been by now, 6 frames.
Yeah, it could have easily been match over by now.
It's far from it. I mean, there's still a lot of snooker. Need some cover. Need some cover.
It's very tight. It's very tight from our angle, but
Yes. Especially with our cameraman Terry.
And I'm going to say that he can see this red. And
what a pot!
It's a fantastic shot.
Wow.
That cue ball shouldn't be going in, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. It was, mind, it was close.
It was. A bit close for comfort, I think. There have been a few flutters there, Matt.
I think he's got a pink into the middle pocket, yeah?
Well, worst case scenario, he'd have the yellow. So the way those reds are falling, if Phil can pop a colour here,
No, not this time.
it could be back to the chase for Stephen. Lovely angle from my cameraman Terry, but he's missed the pink.
Oh no, but where's the pink going? Well.
Oh.
The downside for Stephen here is he's going to have to play this with some pace, surely, because
Yeah, he's going to have to come back up the table, isn't he?
Of getting, no way of doing anything here.
I mean, to be fair to Phil, that wasn't exactly a straightforward pink either. He's playing it from the jaws of the pocket. I suppose he had to play at a bit of pace. So these two, which are wobbled in the jaws for Phil, they could end up being very costly. I mean, it was such a fantastic red Phil played. And you could even argue a bit unfortunate to end up right the way that far up the table, possibly.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
But I've got to say, this is about as good as chance Stephen could have wished for in this frame.
Oh, 100%. I mean,
reds everywhere, but one thing I know about Steve, he won't get carried away.
Very unlucky for Phil there, I'll be honest, I thought...
Oh, extremely unlucky.
I thought, for me, that...
It was where the cue ball landed was...
yeah, that's it. I thought that pink was nigh on, perfect, and then, it just... I think it catches the left jaw just before it goes in, and it wobbles back out.
I would say we'll watch it again on the highlights tonight, but there aren't any. But this is dream material for Stephen. And it kind of, should Stephen go on and win the frame here, which is still a long way off, obviously, kind of puts a different pressure on Phil then, because he'll know one mistake in the next frame, and it could be, not guaranteed, but it could be the end of the match. Whereas on the opposite side of the coin, Stephen knows one good shot in the next frame, put him really in the box seat to go through to next week's final. But that pink one exactly straightforward. It was a difficult pink, and I just think Phil was a tad unlucky to be in the jaws of the pocket. Made the shot a lot harder.
Yeah, maybe. I think the reason behind that, if I'm honest, is I think Phil may have played that a bit too hard. But I could understand why.
A bit of pace, yeah, maybe a bit pacey.
It's in the jaws of the pocket there, of the white not going down.
I think it might have been pacey for position. But there were so many reds open. I mean, I don't know. Only Phil knows what he's played there. But I mean, to be honest, a lot of players playing that pink with that outcome would think, "Oh, that was unlucky." But that shows what standard these two guys have played tonight. When we're looking at maybe it's not a great shot, with all respect, it's always a difficult shot, but I did think Phil would get it. I won't lie. Perhaps you expect too much, I don't know. But all I know is it's a great opportunity for Red Dead. And he's taking them nicely, and the problem Phil's got here is there's plenty of points without Steve having to do anything with the cue ball, or probably a frame winning break. But as we just saw, it just takes one shot.
That's an excellent pot.
He really looks in fine form.
There's always hope.
That's a good shot.
It's an excellent shot. Lovely control.
Just looking at these two reds what are bunched together, and I'm wondering if they're actually a plant.
It's possible. But if Steve goes the route I think, well, he may not even need them. I think you might be right there, Matt. From the angle that our cameraman Terry just showed us. I'm sure he's having a bit of fun with her out there, mind.
Nicely positioned for the black.
This will take the break to 61. Not too much more for Stephen to do here now. Secure this frame and put himself within one of the final. But Phil will still feel he's very much in his match mind.
Just the red required here.
I wonder what odds the decider are, Matt.
Maybe I think maybe the pressure got to Phil there. I think we came back to it and you asked, and Stephen's just going to run. Virtually, he's just going to run three on the bounce out of nowhere.
Mm. Well, that plan one is not guaranteed. Mine is considerable space. Sure, you prefer the balls to be touching. Played it very, very well.
Yeah,
great shot. So with that out of the way now, I feel another century is going to be on the board. Pause in the game. Oh dear. Wow.
I think that would be frame Stephen anyway, no? There wasn't enough points.
Oh, it's back. It's back. Thank goodness. I mean, if there are throws, then just leave the players discuss it. I'm sure the right thing will be done. This has been an excellent break.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
He's taking full advantage.
Yeah, he's going for another century here. Great red. Beautifully back down for the black.
Fantastic shot. Confidence just oozing in that one shot alone.
Amazing century.
There's the 100 break.
It is, yeah, another century.
With 35 left.
This match.
Nice 135 possible. Terry's just shown us an awful camera angle there.
Yeah, he's too busy looking at her, I think. Shall I call him? Oh no, I better not call him through the window. I could always knock the window, I suppose. Fucking concentrate, you.
Just the colours.
Just stuck his two fingers up me. What did I get out there?
It's a very tough yellow here, but it's looking nice. It's looking
What a
good.
shot this is. What a shot.
Ah, it's beautiful. It's the
Wow.
brown here. Does the brown pass the blue?
Oh, I think the way he's playing that is going to come round. A shorter pace.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Play this into the middle pocket.
Wow.
He's
Trick
very
shots,
good
eh?
at these, by the way.
Oh, yeah, he is. Not this time, unfortunately, but still an amazing century. Put Steve 4-3 up against Phil. 3 to play. Obviously, the players will need to send each other a code. Late night drama.
So
Oh,
it's just
I'll be able to have a kebab before I go on that best map.
a best of 3.
It does become a best of 3, yeah.
Phil needing to win 2.
And Stephen, what? Yeah, but I'm going to have time for a kebab, I think, now, before I go on the bus.
Oh, love that.
Maybe a crafty half in the old dog and duck on the corner.
Yeah, we love.
You're banned from it, aren't you?
Dog and duck.
You're banned from the dog and duck, aren't you?
I am, mate. I am.
Terrible.
I got caught in farm with a dog and duck.
Well, the story I was told was that the karaoke was on. He tried to pinch the microphone to come on commentary duties with. I don't know if it's right or.
I asked him to play the Snooker Loopy song.
I think we should get some people out there with a league and re-release that.
Nice little charity album of Snooker Loopy.
Yeah. Well, have to go 50-50 on it, Matt. I mean, don't say it so loud, though.
That's a great break off again by Stephen.
Very nice. So.
And the table's turned now because Phil, is it now Phil who's going to come out attacking?
I still think this match is very, very difficult to call. I mean, I would think all Steve wants is one chance.
He's got a touching ball here.
But then Phil will be feeling exactly the same. He wants one opportunity to try and square the game. Brilliant, Matt. I mean, I'm sure you'd agree, Matt, this would have been a great final. So now you're banned from the dog and duck. Where's your latest horn, Ranger? Oh, is this enough? Where's the cue ball going? I don't suppose you fancy popping in that topless bar with me when this is done, do you?
Why not, mate? We might as well. I think we've done a fantastic job.
Yeah, we don't get paid. We don't get paid so much. We don't get paid so much today, man, because it's Sunday. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, that's it. Of course, yeah.
Yeah, but why didn't these two play on Saturday then, so we got more money? Ooh. That was a tad fortunate there, I think.
has left the double on again, by the way, and we
In
have
fact,
seen
if that
Phil.
red had left that one in the middle, I fancy Phil together. As it stands, Phil's got the problem here because he won't want to leave that red. There is a shot to nothing. But that's what it is. Oh, hard luck.
I think he might have covered that red though.
I'm not sure if that goes.
Very tricky shot coming up.
Ah, very clever. Stephen's going to do something similar. Try and hide the reds while he's at it. It's unlucky. He's not hitting them. Stephen played a shot in that very same pocket, except the cue ball was over the other side in the league game against me, and it was a fantastic. It actually set the tone for the match, and I couldn't believe he potted it. So Phil gets the first opportunity. Trying his hardest to take the match to a decider. I mean, I think this match has been worthy of a decider, really, Matt.
We have got one comment here by Mr. Kev Connott that reads, I think Taylor and Virgo jobs are safe. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we would have had Kevin commentary, but our subtitles machine wasn't working. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Yeah, oh dear. Oh dear.
That's a very loose shot. You see what he tried to do, obviously get it behind the yellow one. Just he can get on this black nicely.
Ooh.
He's got a chance
I mean,
here to split the reds, Matt.
possible to split into the reds here, yeah.
I'd say he played that perfect. Lots and lots of pace going on this, as you can see. He's missed him. There's drama everywhere.
And he's covered the right hand side of that pack as well, I think.
Well, that's incredible.
He looks like he's trying to get the cue ball tight on the cushion.
To play this too close to the pack, is it going to come back up and click
It
into
looks
those
like
reds?
from, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's called.
Could just see he played a bit too straight on the reds, and you could see that he was going to come back up and flick into the reds.
A bit of nerves, Matt, possibly a bit of nerves.
Yeah, bit of a loose shot there, yeah.
Beautiful pot.
What about that for a positional shot? Perfect.
Nice shot, Phil.
And the opportunity comes back to Phil now to see, Phil's got a great chance again,
How's your luck, Phil? Are those snooker gods tossing a coin? He played for a loose red.
Oh, he's playing for the loose red, yeah. Nice shot, I like that.
Wise move. Get some points on the board without the risk. Proper snooker shot, that. Yeah, nice pace, good control.
a great split, or it's looking to be.
It's a great shot, you're right.
Not that. Oh, actually.
It's got a couple of options here.
Yeah, a couple of options, yeah.
Played that very well, in fairness. That's a good shot. Just run a bit far with the white.
Should be alright to just roll this in.
We all know the cutback is one of the toughest shots on here. Played that superbly. Good shot. Now then.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner. No issues there.
That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
Are we about to go for each? Break moves on to 40.
Quite a strange shot from Sim, because he normally looks a couple of times before taking that shot. But he must have been confident that cue ball was coming straight back up the table, but
Sure.
I saw straight away as soon as he hit it, you could see what was going to happen. The cue ball was
You
going
did
straight
call
up.
it. What's the highlights after, Matt? Oh no. Oh. Useful lead of 48 now.
He's got a real chance here.
Oh, he's played that perfect. Difficult to see what can go wrong here, Matt. The way Phil's played tonight.
He's aiming for the left corner here. That's a top shot.
Well, he's lost the cue ball a touch.
It's a little bit closer to the cushion he would have liked there, but I'm sure he's played this shot millions of times. Yeah, good shot. Fantastic shot. Good pot. Great white.
Just the red request.
Rule out a 10 here, Matt.
That should be it. They really
It's looking that way indeed.
break this.
Yeah, fantastic break
It's
here
been
by
clinical. We'll move into a decider shortly. I think this match deserves a decider, to be honest. Shame that somebody's got to come off second best, but wouldn't like to pick a winner here, Matt, to be honest. Perhaps I could pop the Dorises for half hour. Shot.
This is really tricky.
Oh, no century, unfortunately. But that's going to be 4 each. Yeah, shake of the hand. Both wishing each other all the best in this decider. Referee Paul Collier asking for a bit of order. So Phil breaks off in this last frame of this first semi-final of the Players' Championship. One of these players tonight unfortunately won't be progressing to the final, but they will enjoy a new sponsorship deal with Viagra because they can't get past the semi.
Great shot. That's a really good safety.
But what a fantastic match this has been.
Brilliantly played.
Yeah, a game that's gone right down to the wire.
Oh, fabulous game. Gone so quick, I really enjoyed it. It's a good shot.
I wonder if Simon would just be maybe kicking himself from that last frame a little bit. He shouldn't do, but obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to do that, but he shouldn't really in theory because he dragged himself right back in the game. He dragged himself in front, so I think when he was looking at going forward and down, well, when he was going forward and down, he would have settled for this, a decider. So,
I'm just wondering if yeah.
oh, what a pop by Phil that is!
Shot, yeah.
Great start. Difficult to see a frame winning break though. Black is not in a great position.
That's
So Phil understandably lays the snooker.
I think he's looking at the lowest risk escape here.
Well, it was a really hard shot. It hasn't worked out for him at all.
does the red go?
Oh,
He's elected to play on here.
we'll soon see if Phil puts Stephen back or not.
See, I think this goes back to what you were saying before, where someone's now fouled, you know. Would have been nice for him to...
To look around the table, of course.
But I tell you what,
Oh,
may have,
was that right going? Oof.
may have left half a chance, unless he has got away with it. Oh, he has, yeah.
He's looking at the easiest way to get out of this.
This has got to be played absolutely perfect. Stevens is looking to get behind that yellow and cut that red off in the middle. Got a feeling he might have overrated. It was always a tough shot, that Matt. It had to be
Right centre.
100% perfect.
As long as he's not too straight on this black here, he's got a good angle. I mean, if he is straight, you know, you can create an angle and stuff, but it's
The
not...
way he's played that, I'm just wondering where that red does go. No,
It's
it
gone for
didn't.
the big split.
Straight in the pack. Good positive shot. Cracking shot. Well, the one thing for Stephen to have in his mind is that if Phil does break down, the Reds are out. Got to say that it's only Phil can throw this away really from here. The way he played that split, it was a great shot.
Yeah, nice shot taking that red away, frees a couple of more balls up.
This will be the third red and black. Yep, clever shot.
I mean, it's Hosh, let's be honest, you know, as Hosh would be on Stephen, you know,
Gently does it.
could it be and it's early days still, but you know, I'm sure the 147's still there.
Nicely onto the cover.
Well, the way they've
Somewhere
been
to
flying in all weekend, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they wouldn't be going in if the pockets were as tight as your pockets, Matt.
no, 100%. Right. Reluctant if you'll get a sausage roll out of me from Asda with a whoopsie sticker on, even if it's at 10 pence.
He's not joking there either, folks.
No, quite literally.
Decent position to take on a colour here.
It's looking good. I mean, if Phil was to win the match with a 147, I mean, just sum up the whole game. Been fabulous. Good shot. Just leave him shot on the leave himself a shot rather on the black somehow. Good shot. It goes to 48. It's looking ominous for Steve.
Well,
Looking to win his second ranking event. But Phil's pulled it wide. Wow. So many twists in this match. What a chance.
perfect pace required for this shot. This should be straightforward enough. He'll play this with plenty of power. This should be pretty straightforward.
He's going for the left corner pocket. Tremendous pot.
Great cueing.
Yeah, very. Oh God, you know, it's still not over. Do you know what I mean? But
Oh, I agree. Especially at this stage of the match, but surely Stephen will never get a better opportunity to close the game out.
oh, he's looking to disturb that red. This is it's.
Good shot.
It's on the other red. That's perfectly fine.
Just flicked it.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the left corner pocket. Nicely done.
Excellent cueing.
So the lead is just 10 now.
He's finished a bit awkward here.
He has got a shot on this red. It's not an easy one.
I think he needed to come below the blue myself there, but we all play different. He's going to try and knock the red out.
Well, an excellent
Trickier way to go. But,
That's a fantastic red.
oh, yes. That's worked out a treat. Great pot.
This is an impressive comeback in this frame.
impressive comeback, and he's looking
Couple of good shots here, and yeah, there's one of them. Massive favourite now.
that's a top shot. Outstanding potting.
Looks pretty good to me.
And a great yellow there.
Pretty straightforward shot here.
What an incredible match. I think he's, apart from a maximum, he's had just about everything. You have to say this is some effort by Stephen.
Just the blue ball required here.
In it goes.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
Very, very nicely done this.
Yeah. Been a fantastic match, and you know, I feel sorry for Phil there. You know, all
Well
credit
said.
to him. You know,
Takes two players to make a great match,
just
doesn't it?
take
And
it,
both of them.
take it 5-4. You know, it could have gone either way, and
Yeah.
unfortunately the red didn't go, and that's the way it's finished. It's finished 5-4 to Stephen through to the final.
It has. But it does take two players to make a great game, and you're right to acknowledge Phil's part in that.
100%, and you know,
And Phil will be back.
take nothing away from Stephen as well. You know, 3-1
Won't be
down.
the last time we see Phil in a semi-final, but it is Stephen, as you rightly say, moves through to next week's final, and he goes through on the side of 5-4. Right, let's get back to the kebab house now. Come on.